Hold up ADS, Causing for your sanity. 実質 IS アテストメッセージ。
This is a test message acid.
Hello, 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 and welcome back to another live stream. Ah, goddamn! I did the old, same intro again. Shit. Force of habit is a hard thing to break. How's it going, guys? Hope you're doing well. Happy Wednesday. Hope you're having a lovely day. Damn it. Hello, Venti. Welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. What's going on today? Not much, I guess. Not much new today. Can't think if there's anything. Not really anything. I think today we're just continuing the same stuff as yesterday. Been pretty good. Hey, same old. Nothing really changed. Same as always. Today we are working on... Right, last night we finished the weapon stuff. We fixed that up. And we're setting up the meta progression stuff as cards. So we're adding a bunch of functionality to the cards, including sorting and all that. And that's what we're working on. Right. So that's what we're going to be doing. That's what we'll be doing. Now. We'll do that now. Load them up. So, this is working great. I mean, we haven't set this up, but first I want to get all the meta progression stuff updated. So we have, it just can display the value, but it's not the correct value. And this is the stuff we need to update now. So, and yes, it's going to throw errors that we're well aware of. Why is it doing the plus again? There you go. Now my mouse is back. Good. Okay. So, if we go to, we don't need to go here. Go here? No. Oh, yeah, on the, oh, this is wrong. This should not be this weapon ability card is not set up correct. Let me just go to the cards here. Oh, no, it's fine. What I can do is, right, because you can't do a child of a widget except when you go into the widgets and then class settings. It's gonna complain when I do this. Okay, let me just do. Anything else? Blueprint class. This will be new name. And this just needs to have the parent changed on it. Oh, she'll get us this. Good. And this stuff is all going to be replaced with the card here. Widget close closes all of my widgets. Yay! Great. Okay, so we have. Why are you complaining? Update icon color is no longer a thing. Why? Why is that no longer a thing? Oh, because I added it to. You up again. Okay, let's get rid of that. Why is... Oh, this is the weapon display. Oh, god damn it, I deleted the wrong one. I actually deleted the weapon one, not when I was working on the other one. Hold on. Here we're gonna test the reversal, the ability to reverse these. Through source control. First time, let's say reset. Or discard changes and once. Do you want to proceed? Yes. Yeah, because I'm not. I'm tired. Can we just use that as an excuse to just say I'm tired? Yeah, we're not doing the weapon ability stuff. We're doing the meta progression stuff. This. Hey, Joel, come in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I don't drink coffee. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, there we go. So we're just using the shop card. Yeah, this. Now this checks out. Good job, me. Okay. Get player pawn. Get health values. So. I'm gonna say max health is the why is it called increment amount? No, it's not the increment amount. That's not the one what we want. We want to get the. That's not the current cost. This is just terrible names. What was I doing last night? Current Oh, no. These are correct. I'm just trying not to display. That's not what I'm displaying, though. I am displaying. Let's go back to data tables. And a progression shop. Let's see. Displaying variable is the first one. So that's how much we're increasing by. And then, yeah, this says variable greater than variable. This is wrong. This would give me the wrong info. That's why. So really we need shit. What's the best way of doing this? Because we effectively need four variables. Sort of. I guess we're not really. So what we can do is move this to tier 2. So variable 1 will be how much we increase it by, and how much it increases by for every tier. So this will increase my health by 5, and it'll cost 5, 10, 15, 20. Then it will say variable 2 greater than variable 3. So variable 2, I'll put in the current, and variable 3 will be the current plus. Yeah. Okay. So that means we need a third one here. So we have, in that case, not changing anything here, because this is the increment the increment. Do I want to just set it though? To know the current cost? Probably no, it doesn't need to. I don't think this needs to happen. So does that set it to defaults, or does that keep it as the original? I don't recall. I want to say that it puts it at default. If it does, we'll need to change it. I guess we'll find out if we did. We'll test. Hey Loki, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. 0. Okay, so what we do need to do is we do need to set the tier 1 values here. With the old ones. Then we have, instead of increment amount here, this is the current amount. And then we have the combined amount. Okay. Got your authorized instructor badge today? Nice, congrats. Welcome, congratulations on the most pointless badge ever. I'll let you know if that badge, once that badge gets me absolutely anything. In any way or shape or form. I have it. I got it because it said I get to have early access to stuff. And where is it? Hundreds of hours of content to digest you here? Where? Where is this content? What I don't know anything about this. Where is it hiding? I guess I don't need this combined amount. What I need to do is just set it. So what we need to do is take the tier 1 values, break it, and then we do tier 1 plus the current amount is this. You only got silver though? Me too. But they hated my tutorials, it seems. But I didn't even know there were tiers. Like maybe I would have tried a little harder on the questionnaire if I knew there were tiers, but I didn't know there were tiers even. But again, it makes no difference. Like, I have it, and literally I got nothing. There's like, I got invited to like one thing about animation. Like, hey, listen to this talk about animation. I don't care. That's not. Where is it? Oh, not you. You. Where is it? Summit for instructors. Unreal Animation Industry Summit for instructors. It sounds all fancy, but all it is 2 hours. Just an online, basically just thing where they're just going to present stuff and what to expect. In-depth session on Unreal Engine animation features and workflows, not specific. Insight case studies highlighting cutting-edge animation projects, nothing specific. Overviews of resources and training programs for industry and academia. What do you mean resources and training programs for industry and academia? Share that with the world. Why are we getting something that's supposed to be training for everyone? I don't understand. And then conversations on the future of animation across games, film, and simulation. There will still be animation going forward. Crazy, I know. Okay, cool. What do I need to have this call for? What am I? Why would I waste my 2 hours of my life in this? I mean, to be fair, like I don't live, breathe, animation, but still, like that's the first one I've even gone of that, and I am very much underwhelmed because, as a reminder for people, find it, Unreal Authorized Instructor. There you go. Become an Unreal Authorized Instructor. When I was, when I wanted to become an Unreal Authorized Instructor, I made it very clear to my community. There's only one thing I care about here, and one thing only. Unreal Authorized Instructors get priority access to tools and materials. That is the only part I had cared about the Unreal Authorized Instructor. Increased job opportunities. Don't care. Exclusive use of community portals. I have my own community. Thank you. Don't care. And more. More is not. What is the more? I don't know. Only thing I cared about was getting priority access to tools. Really, I don't care about materials. I can make my own materials, but priority access to tools. I was thinking maybe like get like priority access to like PCG stuff that's being worked on, or whatever else. No, I haven't gone absolutely nothing. So chances are, if they want me to do the test again or provide anything beyond something that takes me 10 minutes max, I'm probably not going to apply again because I haven't got anything out of it. What's the point? Maybe I'm missing something. It could be me. I don't know. But congratulations on your Unreal Instructor thing. Don't want to take that away from you. I just want to also put it in perspective. Don't expect anything from it. You know. Let's see if the card works. Increase base health by 5. 100 to 105 is the well it's gonna go. Nice. That is what I wanted to see. Why does it look like there's more room on the right than the left? What? I bet it's the same distance. It's just there's this little line here, which probably makes it seem like there's more distance there. Can we make it just format it a little bit better? Yeah, because there is a space on both sides, so we can do is trying one of these. I wish that the right bracket was bigger. Is there a better? You know what? ASCII arrow. Is that gonna work? It'll probably look like shit or be absolutely tiny. Why is it like an underline? Why is it like an underline? It's not, it doesn't look like an underline. Oh, here we go. This one looks bigger. Oh, but it looks... Oh, this one looks terrible. Let's see it. Why does this look like it has like stuff around it? I mean, that is better. That is a better one. And yeah, I'll find a better one than that. Let's see. Yep, that's worse. Okay, we'll keep that arrow, I guess. There's heavy, wide-handed rightwards arrow. Whatever, all those things. Here we go. Can I actually just see it here? Ooh, we can. Oh, and that's there. That's yep. That's that one. That's kind of what I was looking for. Hell yeah. Yeah. Like, it's not perfect, but increase base health by 5. It's gonna go from 100 to 105 if we grab it. Okay, good. So that's working. The next thing to do is do the cost and the icon of it properly. So the currency of it. So So first of all, do I have it automatically setting the current? How do I set the currency automatically? A currency icon. I don't have another place to put an icon, so do I need to make another? Do I need another data table? Where I populate the information through? Because what we need to do is store which one it is. No, actually, no, we don't, because we can just make it a value of an integer effectively, and then we can just switch on int. Yeah, we can do that. So where do we put it? We can put it here. So we have red, blue, yellow, black, silver, whatever. So it'll be 0. So let's say on tier 1, we'll also grab tier cursed here. And then we do a select. Okay, what I don't like is me dragging this everywhere, so let's clean this up a little bit. Local variable. Current row. Okay. Then is going to be around. Should be good enough. Okay, so these. It's no longer selected there. Great. Shard. Crimson shard. Blue, orange. Okay. Set shard icon by so theoretically right now it's the red one, and if we change the int here, or I guess the float, but it doesn't really matter, just to 1 and compile, yep, new icon. Okay. That is good. That's working. Great. Next. So now we just set the cost of it to this amount. This will be based off of however many upgrades we have. So get player pawn. I think it's on the player. Oh no, I think it's game mode. Meta or upgrade. Get meta unlocks. Is that the one? Yeah, that's the one. Okay. So we'll need that here. I don't want to drag this thing across here either. So what is this? To local variable, that's going to be the card widget, or yes, current card widget. Not what I meant. Bye. Okay. So that's better. And oh, we need this for it. Okay. We are going to need to increase the upgrades here, because we're adding stuff. Right now we have 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to have 9 total. This is the meta unlocks. Let's go ahead and add them now. Save everything in case it crashes. So we are going to need health upgrades, damage upgrades, crit chance, and crit damage. Okay. And we have starting deck size. Just renaming that. So the card capacity upgrades is just deck size. I guess upgrades. Starting deck size upgrades. Dungeon currency upgrades. Curse reduction upgrades. And boss currency upgrades. Okay. We're gonna need to set all those up. One thing at a time. Okay, but now they're all there, at least. So, now we do... Oh, you know what? Instead of doing this here, I'm going to do it here. Because it's based off of the switch here that we're doing this. Current meta. Switch to store it, and then we're gonna grab them as needed. Hey, that's welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing all right. Getting all the necessary stuff. That we need for the meta progression shop. So we're going to store this as a local variable. This is going to be a current upgrade count. Okay. So then for the amount here, we're going to get the current upgrade count plus one. Why would I want add to viewport from an integer as the one that selects? Why is it not just this? What? Come on, Unreal. Think. Plus one. And then we multiply it by the tier 2 one, right? Tier 2, which is how much it's cost per. Yeah, let's do this set chart icon and cost. And that, oh, okay. So it's a float. I'll make it a float. What? Now, hold on a second. It was an int. Oh, converted it to a float here. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Okay. You know what? I'm not gonna truncate. I mean, it should be fine to truncate, but I'll just do round. So it should say it is going to cost 5 shards to take my health from 100 to 105. 5 shards, increase base health by 5 from 100 to 105. That's looking pretty good. Now, I want to modify that icon to be a square. Can I do that? How would I, if I wanted to, modify it to be a square? It would be the padding, right? It would be the padding. Can we change the padding on it dynamically? Get card image. Set our padding. No. I cannot do padding on it. Slot as size box. Set padding. Can this work? No, right? That's the same. Pretty sure. Yeah, again, I can forget that I could just, yeah, look here, it's the same. Okay. So we can do this as size blocks. Set image. Desired size override of the image. Try that. That doesn't do anything. Because the image itself, the image size is irrelevant because it's set to, it's not even set to like the full thing here. It's not even set here to be. It's because the overlay is the way it is? No? How is it taking up the entire thing then? Oh, yeah, here. Under brush, image size. Set brush. Get brush. Set brush from lazy texture. Break. Well, no, hold on. Where's the size? What? Okay, I can throw in a size box on top of it, I guess. So the short's about making the MC real thick. Yeah, we're playing around with the little software and had an inflate option, and it was hilarious. It was funny. I tried doing it to the boobs too. It didn't really work that well. I wrap with maybe a scale box. Can I do scale in? That's not quite what I meant. Okay, let's do size box. And if I height override it, it's back. I can, this is the card image height override. Get card image height override. Set height override to be square, which means it would be the same value as the width. Where is it? 853. And why is it changing? Nothing changing. Ooh, Sag? Why are you Sag? Do you like him thick guts? What? Oh, there we go. What? Get card, You said, oh, you're sad about the boobs. Of course you do. You're a Latin man. You know, fair. You know what? That is fair. That, you know. I get it. Oh, okay. So that's the resolution. Okay, I see. So what I actually wanted to look at is for the card. What is the size here? We're looking at 230. 230 with a 14 padding is 216. So mathematically, I think this is supposed to be 216. Which should make this a square. And then I throw another image. Not here. Another image here. Okay. 7 padding. Full size. And this is just going to be like nearly pitch black. Oh, this needs to be actually up here behind. So basically we're doing something like what's happening here. Okay, so now we have health up, cost 5. 5 of the red. I want to probably see that better somehow. Maybe I should make it darken even more. I think that's better. So it's cost 5. Well, in case for 5, you'll go from 100 to 105. I think this is good. This is the format. Okay. Let's get this damn large card preview set up. Because, dear God, it needs to stop complaining. Upon generation, this needs to be filled in. So, when it finishes generating, set card info with the grid panel. Ooh. Actually, better way. Instead of doing on complete, we'll just do it here. Right, after it does the set card info. I'm going to check the current index. Oh, I don't have an index here. Oh, yes, I do. Ooh, got an index. It's fine. I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm looping on this stuff. I am. If the index is 0, we set this information, otherwise we bypass it. Okay. Oh, this is preview mode. Either way, why is that? Because it doesn't change. I need to set some variables on this as exposed, like the card scale here. Or no, I don't need to do it here. I can do it later. I want to keep it on preview mode, but I want to get rid of those icons. So what I need to do is here. It's meta progression shop, or we have an override. Disable icons, or I guess let's do it. Meta progression shop display mode. This will just be exposed. Or instance editable, I mean. So if that is true, we can go to the event graph and on construct. Check if this is on. Let's do a sequence. If it is on, then what we'll do is just set the scale box ourselves. Set height override to 213. Otherwise, set it to 1344. I sure need to set it back to 1344 here, in a sense. So, I'm not gonna have it here. There's no reason. Extra calculations, there's no need. So now on this, I'll just turn on you. Oh, you know what? Let's make this on pre-construct. That way, theoretically, we'll just see it immediately. There we go. So... Oh, also, I think I did not... here. Not or... not... Boolean. Or yes, as long as it's not meta progression shop or not either one. Did I not get it right? If this isn't true, then I want it to be false. So false will go to true. Oh, if this is false, then this needs to be and not the measure for and. Am I being dumb? I'm probably being dumb. Yep. I was being dumb. Okay. Okay. A couple of things. This should not display you. Let's find out if it does. Because some things aren't right updating inside of the editor. So let's see how it actually looks. Okay, so we do have this thing we need to get rid of.
Hard pause because nothing says immersive experience like a life insurance ad.
Yeah. Great life experience, those life insurance ads. So we can get rid of this. Like we did here. And then theoretically, should be okay. Theoretically. While it's growing, I'll be right back. I'm back. They're almost done. Why is this here? On here? I don't remember. I don't remember why it's off on one. Did I run something? I guess I ran something. Okay, ads are done. Let's see what's going on. Okay, what is this error? Why are we still getting error now? Of 0 set large card preview. Oh, it's trying to do the collection. No. This should only do this if it's not. Why am I getting the collection one? Oh, it's not supposed to be getting the collection anymore. Large card preview is already now set up on generate card when it does generate cards. Oh, and what does it do in generate cards? Oh, I mean, do it in pre-construct. That should get rid of the error. Theoretically. Let's see. Good. I think it's frozen. Oh, now there's more errors. Oh, fun. Access trying to read property boss card shard reference on deactivated widget. What? Event close shop. Right, because it's not a shop anymore. I need to. Here, when we click Oh, why does this still have the old setup? So what we do is close. Create a local variable here. So assuming all of this is true, so I click the right button. Check, get, what's the card mode, and check if it is equal to shop mode. If it is equal to shop mode, it makes it not meta progression mode. Then it will do the close shop. Otherwise, it needs to close unquit UI of the owner. And then same thing. Let's get rid of the thing in the corner for as well. So let's go back here. So what are we doing here? We're in the height override for these. Setting card info. This. Setting the widget visibility of the tier display group. Get a tier display group and set it to be collapsed. And now it should be perfect. Yeah, there we go. No icon. Just like here. It's all working, and no errors. Yeah. Good. Okay. So, now that we have that, we theoretically can add another one. So, let's go ahead and add one more. We'll do damage. We'll see what goes into setting all this up. Close you. Let's grab this image. Excuse me. Okay, weird. Oh, I need to make it not transparent, right? Yeah. Turn off the transparency on it. Okay, so how much damage increase do we want for base damage? Do we want it to scale for base damage? I think the cost can still be 5 as the first one. And it can still scale the same amount. So you start out with 10 damage. Unlike health, Oh, I guess like health. Maybe it could be in linear there as well. It's still good. But we can't increase it by one. Well, I mean, increasing it by 1 is a lot, to be fair. Because if your base damage of your like left click is 1 and you increase it by 1, sorry, it is 10 and you increase it by 1, that's 10%. The next time around will be like 9%, 8%, whatever increases. The number won't be very high, but what it represents will be. I'm going to say 1. Because 1 upgrade will be 10% more damage. Because this is your base number. Everything is multiplied by your base number. So if you increase your base by 10%, you're effectively giving yourself a 10% multiplier in all damage. So I think we go with 1. Then we have ability title. Base damage up. Base health up. And then increase damage. Increase base damage by 1. It doesn't sound very exciting. But I think it's still, once you see the before to after, you'll just notice that, hey, it's going up by 10%. That's actually pretty good. Okay, so what we need to do then is here, add a new pin, damage, and I need to shit. It won't know. You know what? It can't be a number. Like a 10 to 11. Because I'm going to have different weapons have a different base value. Some weapons might have 10 base. Others might have 15 base damage. Maybe someone have 8 base damage. I can't have it say 10 to 11. So what I have to do is do a percentage. So in that case, let's do 5. And then I will say by variable percent. Yeah. And then because I wanted to still have the same formatting probably for the percentage side, I'll probably need to hard code that in. I need to look at what am I using right now? I think I'm using the descriptions for variable A. So I need a variable A. So variable A Was that a capital V? Yes, it was. Lots of formatting here, lots of variables here. It'll be correct. It'll look correct in the end. That's really all that matters, right? Okay, let's do that. So that means here, the only thing we need to do is this part from the damage upgrades. We just need to grab that. Ooh, but that means that here, this would be different. So the current amount I still need to set. So what I need to do, the current amount is going to be the damage upgrades. Multiplied. By however much it has in there. So I actually need that information. But I only get the information here. Right here, when I put in the I need the tier 1 value. What's the best way of doing this then? I don't want to hard code this to 5 because I wanted to be able to control it from the place where I'm getting it. I guess what I can do is here's what we can do. Couple of things. First of all, promote this to a local variable. Row name. Second of all, we're not doing this here. We're doing this here. Okay. So now we have access to the current row. So now we can do get current row, break, tier info, break, and break. Okay. So now we can see what is the current amount of increases we have, multiply it here, and then put that as the current amount. And now we can use this information going forward for the other stuff where if we need it, we now have access to it by just doing that stuff a little bit earlier. Cool. Okay. Is there anything else I need to do? Ooh. That didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Okay, hold on. What happened? I mean, that seems right. What's going on with the text formatting? Oh, you know what? I just realized. If I want it to be a percentage, I can just check that it's a percentage. I don't need to do that. Increase base damage by remove. This was whole. I've been already coded this in. Variable 1 is a percent. And then we do variable A. Sorry, we don't need variable A percent here then either for 2. Or 3. Because I was stupid and I'm realizing that I'm using my base card setup. I just checked percent on all of them. I made the setup for it. In case I needed percentages. Only thing is here, this is not working. It's for the 0 to 5. I would like that to have the percentage say as well. Why doesn't it? This variable 2 to variable 3, it has percentages set there. Oh, hold on. Because we're passing this through, but we're going to need to pass in this part as well. Okay. In that case, let's just do set map. The only thing I care about is the percent, but set members. Oh, I don't like that. I need to plug it in here. That's the only thing. So this needs to be percent and tier. Oh, but I still need to break. Nah, no point. Yeah, I still need to break this no matter what to get the inside information. No, I don't. It keeps everything and just overwrites the one value. I'm just being stupid. I just need to do the tier 1. That goes there. And then let's do this one here. So this is tier 2 and tier 3 is here. This one we set for this value. This goes here. Okay. Now it should send all the right information through. Let's clean this up. Totally, and will not get confusing looking at all of these wires. Just not at all. Just, it'll be great, I'm sure. Okay. Let's see those percentages, baby. Yeah. Increase base damage by 5% from 0% to 5%. Looking good. Looking good. Base health up, base damage up. Cost 5 red shards. Excellent. And we see the information right above. Why does that not show the percentages? Why does that not show the percentages? Just it should. It should show the percentages. Updated card info. And because this is just not behaving, I'm going to try this way. Excuse me? It's card tier info. Oh, oops. Card tier info, or yes, updated card tier info, or just card info, just update card info. Because it should have the same display of information of the percentages and all that. There's no reason why it shouldn't. Why doesn't it have the percentages? That's clearly that wasn't the problem. Let's do a break. I just see if we have the information properly, I guess. It should say true. Oh! No, I'm being stupid. I'm looking at this card, not this card. I'm stupid. Nice to meet you. If I had it populate the second card right now, then it probably gave me the percentage because the second card has percentages. Oh yeah, look at that. Because it's the... Good job, me. Good job. Okay. Moving along. For my own stupidity. I need to do Show large preview. Preview descriptions. No. Set large card preview. That's what I want. Set large card preview. And we just need basically to check yet another thing. Which is to get the... Ooh. What am I saving it as? Base stats view reference. So that should be CWB. Select a card, yeah. The mini map reference should be this. Deck builder reference. You're good. Okay. Where is my meta progression thing? Oh, it's here. It's not part of the widget. It's here. Right, so this should not be here. We need to move this to the blueprint HUD so we can manage it there. So we need to do a new one that says load meta progression shop. That's why I don't have it. Okay. Now here, just get the HUD. Call it. And the main thing is, now that we have the reference for it, here, large card preview. Check if it's valid. All right, and if it is, we set the preview on it. And now, if this is not valid, we still continue on. This is set card description visibility. I don't think we need to do set card description visibility because we don't need that here. And this is preview large card show and swap. Yeah, we don't need either one of those. Okay. Excellent. Okay. So now, theoretically, it should just work. Or we hover over one and hover over the other. Ta-da! Yeah, that works. Okay. Looks good. One thing I was thinking about is how do you make it so the buying, you don't accidentally buy something. And what I realized is I probably need to have a sound on click and on release. Actually, no, because on a controller you won't be able to even do that. Hey Amber, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I'm confident it should work as every developer's favorite line. Oh, I agree. I use it all the time, and it never works. Yeah. I'm surprised it has worked. And the keyword there is always should. It should work. It won't, but it should. No, I think just clicking on it will be enough. Maybe I'll add a confirmation box for the shops. Like, we removed the hold mechanic, right? But now I fear that if you're just going across, you actually tap something, and you'll buy it. I mean, it's not the end of the world. So, it's not the end of the world. You still get the upgrade. It's not. It's a temporary thing. It's a permanent upgrade. It's like, oh no, I got to upgrade a little earlier than I wanted. But, for now, I think it'll be fine. If it comes to it, we'll add like a confirmation. Should have a confirmation button. We'll add one later. We'll add one later. Okay. Next. Next up is crit chance. I don't have a icon for this one. I just reused the icon, I guess. It's fine. People can read. It's temporary. They know. Critical chance up. Increases base critical chance by variable. So again, we'll have it just everything's scaled by 5 for now. How much do we want to increase the base critical chance? 1%. Is a percent. What are we gonna have each cost? Each thing cost, actually. We should think about that. So if we have this be 0, 0, then starting cards and card capacity are both 1. Then currency, I guess, would both be 2. Curse reduction is 3. What do we put here? Do I make them all 3? All 3? Confirmation button should be used sparingly as it introduces friction. Well, that's what I'm saying. There's no... this is one of those things where it's a permanent upgrade that you get. So even if you accidentally misclick and you had the currency, but you didn't want to upgrade it, it's not the end of the world. You'll get the currency again. If it was like, oh shit, I, bought like a piece of armor that I will then replace at some point, right? That would be one thing. And so I wasted money. But here it's not wasted money or wasted whatever currency it is. Health damage, or do I do all of these as 0? 4 things using the same currency, 2 things using the same currency, 2 things, and then 1. Curse reduction specifically its own currency. How do we want to break this up? I like the 2 things that are related to the deck using anything deck relating using the same currency. I like the dungeon drop currencies using the same. So these 2 and these 2 I'm like great with. What I could do is have a different currency here and then make the curse reduction also 2. So this is this would be dungeon related, right? Stuff that happens in the dungeon, stuff that happens in the dungeon, stuff that happens in the dungeon. Things that have to do with the deck. Things that, well, crit just has its own, and then base health and damage. The most basic of stats have its own. I think I probably prefer this. I think that's the one. If that's the case, if I want to keep it in that order as well, I probably want to then move this one. Sorry, this one up. Here. Just to keep it consistent. And that means that I probably also want to change you. Wait. Nope. This is you, and then you. Yes. Okay. Just to make sure that they're all, I want to keep them in the same order. So here they'll be in the same order as these. Right, this is going to be the same order as this, and under the hood, this will be number 1 currency, 2 currency, 3 currency, 4 currency. Okay. I like it. Let's go ahead then change. For this, it's going to be the next currency down. Throw that in there. Critical chance up, or I guess base critical chance up. Okay. So, what do I call it? Chance. There we go. Okay, so we need to do something basically similar to damage up. Copy here. Critical chance up. Difference is the damage upgrades. We're doing critical upgrades. Right? Because we don't have any kind of base stuff. Increase base critical chance by 1%. Do I call it critical chance here? I do. I do write out the word critical. Increases base critical chance by 1%. It goes from 0% to 1%. And there's our new icon. Excellent, so that's working. Okay. Looking good. The only thing is we need to adjust the critical stuff in the actual abilities, because right now I think mine, I don't know what mine is set to actually. Let's go to critical chance amount. Critical chance original plus this. Because I didn't have a base critical. That's why. Well, it says original critical chance. Hold on. Where am I putting this in? Let's. It's taking a while to do this. There you go. Yeah, there should be only one place where it's being called, which is here. Okay, so helpful. Delete the debuffs. Don't care about that one. Okay, so here I'm getting the weapons information, the critical chance. But that's not my only critical chance, because it's the weapons plus the upgrades. So in that case, I need to get the upgrades. So we can go here. Do I have it? I know I'm doing it somewhere. Yeah, I need the damage dealer, local, and then I can get the damage. Damage upgrade count. I need to get a new interface. That's what I need. Most likely. Yep. Okay, let's do combat. I was gonna do get upgrades. I can just check if it's a player, and then I can get the upgrades that way. There's really no need to do it the way I'm doing it. So it takes a while because for some reason Unreal doesn't store blueprints as text, so it has to convert each one from binary data to text and then search it. Sometimes it goes faster, that's all. Usually it goes faster, which is the only reason why I said it's taking a while. If it was always took that long, then yeah, okay. I feel like it was just a little bit slower than usual. Like what? I created something here, and it's slowly referencing assets. I literally just made this. What referencing assets? Like, I know you need to check it, but I would have liked it to know I just made this. I haven't had time to reference anything. Oh well. Okay, check if it's the player. Okay, if it is not the player, then we carry on. Yep. Slay. If it is the player, get meta unlocks. Break. Check how many critical chance upgrades I have, and then multiply it. Do I need to get the data? I probably should get the data table as well in case I want to change the amount. I'm upgrading it every time, so I just put it into one. Yeah, I should do that. Crit chance. So then here, so just to confirm, I'm putting it into the first slot. First slot. Good thing I checked. So tier 1, this is the one I want. Okay, so that is what we have here. Okay. Just this up. And we store this value. This is going to be player crit from upgrades. And then what I'm going to do is get modified original crit chance, which is this one here. Gonna have that be plugged in here. Actually, it doesn't really matter. What I can do is, yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Okay, so we just have this, and now this is going to be separated out. And we do a sequence. There. So if it's not a player, then it just gets this original crit chance plus this value, which is from the cards. Otherwise, it gets this, but it still needs all of the stuff here. Still needs all of the stuff. Only difference is now that we're going to be adding onto it. So I guess I don't need this variable. I'll just do this. So if it's the player, it gets the information that it needs, adds it on, and that's our actual current crit rate. So when we do our crit chance calculations, that'll work. Fantastic. So if we want to ever upgrade how much crit chance the player has, we just upgrade the value here. Excellent. Okay. Crit chance, good. Crit damage. I'll duplicate it. Base critical damage up increases base critical damage by a certain percentage. Okay. How much do we want to increase critical damage by every time? Because it's definitely not going to be 1%. The base critical damage is 150%. The cards... Through cards, right now you're getting 5, 10, 15% critical chance up. So after 5 upgrades of critical chance, right, it's like you have a permanent critical chance melee up, which is fine. So if it's 5 upgrades for this card equivalent, then it should be 5 upgrades for this card equivalent, which means 5%. I think that checks out. So let's do 5%. Let me collapse this to a function. Oh, I'll just collapse this. I don't need a function out of it. This is just going to be get variables from data table. And then what we can do is it'll do all of that, and then return it. Output. It's not return, it's an output, right? Output? What's it called? It's not a return node. Hold on. I'll do this. Get variables from data table. Just so we have this output. Where is it? Yeah, it's called output. Oh, that's odd. Okay. Doesn't matter. Output.
Freezing the frame. You'll rejoin at this exact moment post ads.
I don't know. But whatever. Hey, Sir Mom, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. You've been working in the Niagara all day? Nice. What you been working on? That grouped you out. It's 1:30 where you are. Why is she whispering? It's called ASMR. Do you not like it? You didn't question any of the other voices. It's called Nightmare Fuel. Excellent. Good, that means I'm keeping it. Niagara beams. You create a thunderbolt all on your own. Nice. Good job. And flamethrower you're working on now. Nice. I'm not smart enough with Niagara. I get my stuff from Fab. Oh, so it's like an electric beam across an orb. Also, it looks adorable, by the way. But I don't think that's the same. Or are you supposed to be fighting Mewtwo and that's the boss's health bar, I guess? I assume this is the boss's health bar. The boss is supposed to be Mewtwo. Yeah, looks good. Yeah, that looks cool. As the boss? Okay. Fine, you get away. To be fair, is this or he evolves into Lucario? Or something like that? I don't know. Look, I know the original 151 and then some extras. But, I mean, now it's not 151. It's like 1151 or 1051. Like, I'm sorry, I don't know all the Pokemon. Like, and with how Nintendo is, I don't really want to learn all the Pokemon. He evolves into Lucario, but not able to in this game. Got it. I should, you know, I just realized that I just checked the critical chance up, but I should check the damage up and make the health up all work the same way. Chespin, Riolu, the one in the pick, and Charmander. I know Pikachu and Charmander. You fight me, and I know Mewtwo. That's pretty much it. There I am. Clean it up. I want Collapsed Nose to have a comment thing, like a comment. As in when I zoom out, I can see like this. I know I can put a comment over it, but I'd like the option. Epic, get on that, please. Yeah. Yeah, all worked. All values are updating. I imagine the controller support, I mean, that will come later. I'll add the controller support later. You see his walking animation while holding the sphere? He bobs his little head back and pops up and down slightly. It's indeed cute. And he runs with arms behind his back like Naruto. Nice. Sounds adorable. Okay, so let's make sure that I have my health up and everything else working, because I don't think I do. Like the same way. So health. Meta health upgrade amount. This. Where am I setting this? Health upgrades times 100. Okay, this needs to change. Because I don't want this hard code to be times 100 anymore. So what we want to do is get you and Dear God. Copy all of that. If it's the player, where am I setting this? Do I need to check if it's the player? And a health increase. I don't think I should need to, because mental health increase shouldn't happen on any enemy. Upgrade all meta progress. Yeah, I don't think it should happen. So I think I'm fine doing this here. Okay, so that will get us the again, amount is now controlled through the data table. Good. Zero character or camera switching for the characters. You have 4 main characters, but you set it up so well that you just use the main third character and just change things like mesh, animation, blueprint, scale, camera. Yeah, good. Think you kind of understand Unreal now? Nice. Yeah, you should be able to theoretically just, swap the skeletal and set a new animation blueprint and then reuse everything else. I think that's pretty much all you need, right? Animation blueprint will need to update for the skeleton. And yeah. There's probably something else I'm not thinking of right now. Yeah. Damage up. Let's go check out the damage. Damage upgrades. Okay, again, this is hard value here. So we don't want this hard value. Oh, I didn't change this to health. Kind of important. This is damage. Kind of important to specify. This also needs to happen. Well, I guess it doesn't need to happen. Because this is getting it from the player. Okay, I think we're fine. I think I need to just set it up to, instead of getting damage upgrade count, I should just do, I don't think I should be doing that. I don't think there's a reason to do that. But for now, I'm keeping it, yes. Because I can just check it as the player and get it from the game mode, because it has all that information. You have a data table of your party and has everything associated with it, like stats, animation, everything, so it's easy to switch. Even has the materials and sounds. Oh, nice. If you have a custom mouse cursor in game, do not have remove all widgets anywhere. It destroys the cursor. Instead, use remove from parent for removing widget. I didn't even know there's a remove all widgets option. Remove all widgets? I didn't even know that was a thing. The mouse cursor is a widget? I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. I've never thought about the mouse effectively. I guess if you do a custom mouse, it's effectively a widget. Kind of makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, I've always done remove from parent. I didn't know there was a remove all widgets. Cosmetic. This event is only for cosmetic non-gameplay actions. What does that mean? This is not cosmetic. This is cosmetic. The shit does that mean? So you can be used for gameplay things, and you should not be used for gameplay things? This event is only for cosmetic, non-gameplay actions. But they do the same thing, so this one just does it all of them, and this is just a single one. Oh, this is client only. This is not client only, but this is. Interesting. Yeah, that's the first time I've ever seen remove all widgets as a thing. Simple widget of image and nothing else set in project settings? Yeah, I imagine it's as simple as that. I haven't gone around to it. But that sounds about right. Hold on. Let me, because it does bother me a little bit. This get damage upgrade count. Okay, I see what it's doing. Okay. So that's why. Basically, I'm getting the specific upgrade as an interface from an interface, because that will guarantee that if it's an enemy, that will never get the interface from them if I don't need to. Okay, that makes sense. So that means here, instead of doing this check, I could do the other way, but this also gets me the same information. If I do a check for player and then get a meta unlocked. Same result, different way. So just close all the tabs, dear God. Really easy to do, so button smashes are possible? What do you mean button smashes? Like the Niagara UI renderer plugin makes Niagara available on widgets. What do you mean by button smashes are possible? Like to execute Niagara multiple times, or talking about something else? Crit chance up is good. Crit damage up we need to set up. So I need to do same thing I did on crit chance. Okay. Do I want to continue doing it this way? I think it's easier than dealing with more interfaces when I don't need them. Difference is instead of this, I'm going to have this be a select based off of you. Because if it is not the player, then... Or sorry, if it is not the player, then we do this. If it is the player, we'll add one more. Let's just store that as a variable. Is player. There you go. Okay, so then we take all of this. That goes like here. So this multiplication gets then added here. So if it is the player, then we just add the meta unlock stuff. If it's not, then we just do the normal stuff. Yep, should be fine. Okay. Like your button when pressed hides the button, activates the aggro on the widget that is like the shape of the button, and sparks away from the center. Like the button explodes. We can do all sorts of things. A simple glow behind mana or health, for example, or a sparkly sphere of mana like your character is holding. Oh, I see. Yeah, you could do. Yeah, there's a way, there's a few different ways of doing that, right? Because you can do if it's like a left click only type thing, or you just actually click the widget, right? You can just hide the widget, or not even that. If you can either hide the widget if you don't want to display it, you could also just set a branch and just say something like enabled and have it be on and off after you click out and re-enable itself. There's a tons of different ways of doing that, which is great because there's tons of different reasons to do it different ways. But nice, I'm glad you got it all figured out and working. That's probably a good feeling. When you get things working, it's always a good feeling. This time around, making a game, you learn to get all widgets of class is a thing. You know, I've never tried this. What is the point of this? Explain to me the use case. I've never needed to get multiple widgets like this. I've also just learned about it now that you said it. I'm learning all sorts about widget nodes apparently this stream. Get a copy and you can change variables in there directly. Yeah, but when you create a widget, right? When you do create a widget, you can just store this as a variable, and then you can change whatever you want on it with that variable as well. So instead of later on having to get all of them, just get the one you want because you already stored it. Hey, No Plas, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Really excited for the new road and building series. There are a few sources out there, but procedural sources are really missing too many things. I mean, mine stuff is gonna miss a ton of stuff for a long time. So, I mean, I don't want to burst your bubble, but don't expect, a city in a month or two. I'll put it that way. There's a reason why I said the city gen is way overcomplicated, like way too advanced, and takes a big team and a long time. And I'm not gonna just exclusively focus on it. So, yeah, don't expect a city in a couple of months. Just as long as you're aware of that, we're good. The variable is in a location. You can then call from anywhere without knowing where it is that's stored or having to call in. Oh, I see what you mean. In general, it's a good idea to know where your variables are stored, though. That's a tip. Make sure you know where things are stored, because then you can get them. Okay, so I think we have health up, damage up, crit chance, crit damage working. I kind of want to throw in the different icons for the crit chance, crit damage. I know, like, don't need to, but like, I just want something different, I guess. Just so we could see it differently. So, game icons. There's not gonna be something called crit. I love it when you search crit, it gets you crime. I don't know how. Probably we want weapons. Or explosions? Critical could be like an explosion. Because you kind of do more damage. Let's maybe... Okay, what would make sense? Even a little bit. I don't want any of the ball ones, I think. Kind of maybe this one? This looks like a plunger. This looks like a plunger. And maybe this one. This one and this one, just to have again. No, the second one's not. What's better for critical chance? This? Maybe? Because there's like chance of 3 of them hit. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Let's grab those 2. That was me. Really like the tutorials you made, especially the ones with BCGX. Hopefully it will be a series with Propus T and X junction where we finally get rid of landscape splines. Why would you... What? I mean, I posted already a picture of them, so you see that I do have T and X junctions. But what do you mean get rid of landscape splines? You'll eventually, the series will using landscape splines because you want to modify the landscape. Okay, and landscape splines are the only way where the landscape gets, you know, adjusted. Although I don't know, how do you make it not deform to it? I mean, it could be using landscape patches as well. I guess probably. I'm trying to think, how would you do? Can you use landscape splines and not have it deform to it? Like if you want to make a bridge, or do you need to like separate it into like landscape spline, not landscape spline, landscape spline? Something to look into later. Grab you do. Boink. Okay, crit chance. And that's not the one I had selected. I thought. You. You created a road system in your own project using landscape splines and sockets, but you don't actually need a landscape in your scene. Oh yeah, then you just don't use a landscape. You can't use the interior information of landscape splines with BCG? What do you mean you can't use the interior information of landscape splines? What is interior information? Nice. It updates. Looking good. Looking good. I want to increase the radius on those corners, maybe push it out a little more. I know it's not a big thing, but kind of want to do that. Let's give it an even bigger 10 here. And we'll do a bigger radius. Yeah, I think that's a little. It's a nicer. It's hard to say. I feel like it's a little bit closer to the current radius, but maybe somewhere in between is actually where I want to be. But it's about, it's about the same. You can use the interior, inside the spline, information of a closed loop spline. BCG, for some reason, the feature just still doesn't work. Well, that's because a landscape spline is not a closed loop. That's why you can't do it. Yeah. Because it's not designed as a closed loop. It's literally designed only to raise along the spline on a radius. Yeah. That's not just a PCG thing. You couldn't do that from any landscape splines. Yeah, or just that spline. Otherwise, you would be able to make a circle and have the entire landscape in between it all rise up and affect everything, right? And that's just not how it's designed. Especially then, what happens when you have one side of the spline higher than the other than what it's guessing? Yeah, there's no way. Yeah, that's why you can't do closed loops there. Yeah, that's an impossibility. That's an impossibility. I'll make it in between 7. Yeah, somewhere in between. That's better. I think the extra padding on the left also helps. So it doesn't feel like it's right up against it. Maybe a little more padding up and down as well, honestly. Then I can make these smaller, because obviously the other too big. They won't be as big, which is kind of good as well, but still take up pretty much the same amount of room. Yeah, I think just a little bit bigger. Oh, I see what's happening. It's a little bit high here. So that's why it seems like it's not in the right spot. So 3. Let's try somewhere around here. well, like 1.28. That's about where it should be, I think. Anyway, it's still smaller. It was a 1.5. Yeah, it's a little nicer. I think it's nicer here with the padding as well. Nicer here. It doesn't feel like it's scrunched in there. And obviously it'll expand horizontally if it gets bigger. Okay. I think that's it. That is good. Okay. Do we have time for another? What's next? Starting deck size. Deck size. Do you guys have a big deck? You guys probably all have a big deck. And you're watching me. People who have big decks tend to watch me. Yep. Increase deck size limit. Or deck size limit up. I know it's base health up, but I don't know. Deck size limit up feels worse than increased deck size limit. Actually, no, I said that out loud. Deck size limit. Doesn't really matter. Let's keep it consistent. Increase the deck size limit by variable. This is you. There's also the blue one. The blue one is 1. Or I guess now it is 2. It's increasing it by 1. It costs 5. The deck size honestly might. We'll see. Yeah. Cool. Increase the deck size limit by 1. This goes from. Yeah, so those values need to update. So. Deck size. So what we need to do is get current deck size from the game. Yeah. Okay, so that's going to be the current amount. Okay, and theoretically, should already work. I'm thinking that maybe I decrease the. Yeah, it goes from 10 to 11. Look at that. Ta-da. I'm thinking that I want to potentially decrease the cost of the deck size limit and make it easier to get those. The alternative is, instead of decreasing how much it costs, I can control how much of the currency you get every time you gather it for the different kinds. So potentially, let's say this red one, you get one of every time you gather it. But the blue one here, maybe you get 2 to 3 each time you gather it. At the same time, or I don't know, right? Because you needed, whenever you beat the start getting more cards from the bosses, you're gonna want to increase your deck size quite a bit. And I don't want it to be like 10 health upgrades is equivalent to just plus 10 to your deck size. Unless I don't go by 1 for the deck size. I could increase the deck size by 5 every time. Maybe we do that. Because I don't want to make it where the player has to farm so much to just get their deck size up quite a bit. Because let's say you go with just keep the current 10 cards, but you want to just replace all 10 cards with tier 3s that cost 5 times as much. So your deck size needs to be 50 to get tier 3 cards in. And if it's going up by 1 every time, the amount of upgrades you would need for this would be insane. So if we have it go up by 5, you would need 8 upgrades to make it 50. Which seems more reasonable. Because, yeah, you can go with 10 tier 3 cards, but most likely you will want to go with some tier 2 that cost 3 and some tier 1s, and then you can fit a lot of cards in. So let's do that. We'll have it go up by 5 every time. Yeah. I think that feels better. The starting cards have a limit of... What was the starting card limit? I don't think it's 15. It's a starting card. Excuse me. Here. The starting card limit is 6 upgrades. Well, I guess 3, 4, yeah, 6 upgrades, which is fine. And for after 6 upgrades, you have access to five cost. This is going to be a little harder to explain. Because we only have access to 1 variable, effectively, to explain all this. Because we're using variable 2 and 3 for current and next. So I think what I need to do is maybe just remove this. And then you'll get an extra slot, but it's not mentioned that you get an extra card option. And then we just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can go up to, we can maybe go 6. One, two, three will have 2, or 1, then 2. 4 will have, be able to have 3. Do we want to go higher? What is the maximum we want to do the upgrades? I could do 10. I could go up to 10. Because nothing would stop me from doing 10 if you wanted to. So that would be the cost. Your starting cards would have 10 max, which means you could do 2 tier 3 cards as like an activate right away to start with, which would be extremely powerful. Like you can just breeze through probably the first floor if that. But I feel like if you're gone that far in, maybe you should be able to do that and get to the more like lower levels. So let's maybe do that. We'll do all the way to 10. And then we will have, let's say 1 to 3 will be 1 card. 4 to 6 will be 2 cards. And 7 to 10 will be 3 cards. In terms of the ones you have access to slot in. So the only thing is level 2 will not be able to get you. Oh no, level see, either level 2 does not get you at anything in terms of like actual usability, or level 3 doesn't. Unless I make it so level 1, 2, and 3 all come with an extra slot, and then afterward you just don't get slots. But I kind of like 1, 2, 3. So 1 will get you a slot. 3 will get you a tier 2 card that you can put in. So level 2 gets you nothing. 4 gets you a level 2 and a level 1. 5 gets you nothing again, because you still can only do a tier 2 and a tier 1. 6 gets you tier 2s, 2 of them. So again, and then 7 you get 2 tier 2s and a tier 1. 8 gets you nothing. 9 gets you all tier 3s. 10 gets you 2 tier 3s. So we'd have basically a level 5 and a level 2 here that are nothing. You guys can't see the full thing. But I think that's fine. I think that we could survive with that. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Awesome. Okay. In that case, I think that is going to be the plan for tomorrow to put them in. Yeah, we'll do it by 5. Again, this is the deck size limit doesn't do anything yet. we'll need to set it up to actually all activate and do whatever it needs to. This technically, yeah, I guess none of them technically do anything right now. So we'll need to set up the shop and whatnot. But that is that's for tomorrow. For now, though, thank you guys so much for joining me today. Hope you had fun. More progress on the meta progression shop tomorrow. I'm hoping to. Today's Wednesday. I'm hoping to finish it by end of the week. Hopefully, we'll get all of the meta progression stuff in by end of the week. I'm skeptical on it. I'm thinking probably realistically it'll probably be like early to mid next week is when it's actually going to be done, because that's usually how it is. I want it to be done earlier, and I realize there's 20,000 things to do. So hopefully we'll try. And then we will go and tackle the boss card shop and update that one as well to support 18 cards. And the fact that it'll support 18 cards is going to be big, because then we can add more power-ups without adding more bosses. But before we do that, I want to rework the mob packs to have regular mobs, elites, and champions. And then after that, there's also like a giant list of stuff that Gaguts gave me feedback on that I haven't even read through, I'll be honest. Well, a giant list, like a list. They'll probably, some of them will probably be already addressed by then, but some not. So we need to do those, and then we can go and do even more power-ups, because there's a bunch of stuff we need to add for power-ups, for stamina, for health, for I need more health upgrades in general. I feel like, or different kinds of health upgrades, because I feel like one health upgrade out of all of the cards is not enough. But they all need to have something different, so we'll figure something out. Maybe one of them will have regen. I mean, there is already stuff with regen. I don't know. We'll figure stuff out. It's not like we have a deadline that's tomorrow or something, so we're fine. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye!